All right, guys. Welcome back to episode 3 of Campfire Hoops.
Ah,
Oh, hey Josh, what's up?
hello.
So,
Sorry it's late.
yeah, new upload schedule. So we're gonna be uploading hoops now on Sundays.
Okay.
We're gonna get right into it. We're gonna start with something new.
What is it called? I already forgot.
Well, you have to set up your computer, so we
I
can
will,
both
but just
see,
what I would Google.
We're gonna do hoop grids today. I want to see maybe do it every episode at the beginning or at the end. So hoop grids is a game where it's like you have 9 squares and like one is to be like guess a player on that played for the Nuggets and the Knicks, and you have to guess it. But don't click on it yet. But obviously that's kind of easy for some of them. So you have to try to guess like the rarer the better. You get like a percentile rank, and the lower your percentile is, the better. So we're gonna start it. We're gonna do 10 minutes.
That's kind of long. Should we do 5?
Let's do like
Do 5.
okay. We'll do 5 minutes. And we're gonna see how good we can do if we can fill all of it out.
Because it's a visual thing, we'll describe what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah. All right,
Ready?
we're gonna start. So click on it, and I'm gonna start it.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one is gonna be played in the 2010s, made 6+ 3-pointers in a game.
Okay, so this is pretty easy.
So this is easy.
But we have to get someone rare, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
First,
played in the
I'm
2010s.
first thinking Kyle Korver, but
That's going to be very popular. What about someone like Kevin Herter?
I would say that I'm trying to think of like a center. I feel like there's a game where like
Like Jaren Jackson Jr. or something?
no, somebody like
Can I put it like this?
yeah, like somebody like
We only have 5 minutes, so we kind of have to
yeah.
Should I do like Kevin Herter?
Yeah, just go with Kevin Herter.
I don't even know if he
What
has
about
it.
Duncan?
That'll be popular too.
Kevin Herter with what?
Point.
0.20.
Is that good?
That's really good.
Okay.
I think.
All right. Played in the 2010s. Played in 2010s on the Warriors.
Played in 2010s on the Warriors.
Just think about like
Nico Mannion. Did he play in 2019? No, he didn't. I don't think he did. 'Cause 2019 would be the last year.
who was like a role player.
What about like Zaza?
Yeah. Well, now he's gonna be popular though. Who was on those teams?
I don't know. Anybody in that team would be
Was
popular.
Kent
though.
Bazemore on there?
Yeah, just Kent Bazemore.
I don't know why I
We're at
remember that.
3:30.
I don't know if
Yeah, so we're
we're
all
going
right.
crazy.
Played in the 2010s, LeBron James teammate. Oh my God, who was on like that Lakers chip team that nobody would know about?
That played in the 2010s.
Yeah, Rondo. Would anybody really guess him? Or like KCP or like Kuzma?
Who else?
Nobody's
was
really gonna
on?
guess them.
Caruso.
People would probably say Caruso. You got 3 minutes.
Okay. Rondo.
Yeah, just say Rondo. I feel like nobody's gonna say that.
Point. These are good, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Heat. Okay, this is Miami Heat. This should be right up my alley. 6+ 3-pointers made.
You think Jimmy Butler's ever done that?
6+ threes. What happens if you guess it wrong?
I think it puts your score up. Wait, let's
Should I just?
we got 2:45. Warriors Heat.
Oh, what's his name? The tall guy. What's his name? He won the chip with them. Nemanja.
Yes. How
How do you spell his name?
Bielitsa. Just put BEL. There
Nemanja
you
Bjelica. Fuck, didn't it work?
go. It glitches out like that sometimes.
3%. Okay. He. Okay, they played
Former
on.
LeBron teammate and Heat. UD. No, he's not on the Heat anymore though. Who?
I don't know. I'm not good at those old
Who
Heat
played with
rosters.
LeBron?
How much time do we have left?
No, it's not even 2 minutes. It's not even old Heat roster. It's now. I feel like one of those role players was on like that.
Wait, it's someone on the Heat now.
I think so.
Okay, let me think about it. It wasn't Terry Rozier. It would be Kevin Love.
Yeah, that's gonna put us up though. That's
Yeah,
gonna
but
put
it's
us up
going to
a
be
lot.
right at least. I can't think of anyone else.
Yeah.
3%. 6 threes for the Heat. Max Strus.
I mean, he's not on the Heat anymore though. I know that will work.
He was
just
on the
put
Heat when he
Strus.
did it.
Did Kyle Guy ever do it?
No.
No, are you sure? All right.
That's a pretty good percentage, right?
Yeah.
Steph Curry teammate,
Six
6
3-pointers.
threes.
I mean, Clay's the obvious answer.
What about Jordan Poole?
Poole's definitely done that. I would put him. We got a minute 12.
Please be right. Okay.
Ooh, that's not good,
Steph
though.
Curry teammate Warriors.
Oh, okay. So,
So-
literally any Warriors player.
Okay, think about like a Is it like current
Now I
Warriors
would put,
or
like,
current
Nico.
or anyone?
I would say it's anybody. Because if Max Juice works,
Okay.
ooh, that's actually kind of higher
Steph
than I
Curry
thought. We got
teammate-
50 seconds.
Steph Curry teammate, LeBron James teammate. Who has played with both of them? Oh boy. Has Iguodala? Yeah, he has. Well, actually, no.
When did he play with LeBron? He never
No,
played with
because he was
LeBron.
on the. Oh no,
30
I'm thinking of the
seconds.
late Heat.
30 seconds.
Shit.
LeBron and Curry?
Fuck. Hang on. Think for a second. Who'd LeBron play with?
20 seconds.
Oh my god.
Wait. Calm down.
Dude.
I'm blanking right now. We got 10
dude.
seconds left. Who has LeBron and Curry played with? It's going to be some like 2010 role player. Time's up.
Final guess. Dude, I don't even have a guess. Do we should we have to guess now? I don't even have a guess.
I literally don't even know like anybody obvious.
All right.
So,
Do I just hit give up?
yeah, hold on though. We should like screenshot that so we could keep a record. So are we 0-1 right now?
Oh, we didn't fill it out. I can't believe we didn't get it, dude. Is 5 minutes too quick? Not really. Not really.
Hold on. I'm going to look something up.
What's like a good rarity score? Because we're at 16.7.
People try to go for under 10.
Under 10?
Yeah.
Jesus. I can't even think of who's on the Warriors that would have played. It has to be people that were like there for like a year.
Let's see here. Who is teammates with LeBron and Curry?
My Kent Bazemore pull was crazy.
I can't even find anybody on here. Hold on. Let me look up something else.
What? I don't know what to say.
We have
What?
to talk.
What do you want me to say? We lost. We should do one more after this. Will it generate
There's one every day, but there's a website where we can do another one.
if this one
There's an infinite one.
this one generate a new one?
I called game is actually a really fun game too. Hold on.
Oh, you can try that too then. Should I turn on hit mode just to see what it says?
Yeah, because I literally can't look like.
Hint mode. So what do I do? Do I click on it?
I don't know how it works. Maybe click on it.
So it's one of these 6 people. It's Anderson.
Oh,
it's
it's
Anderson Varejao.
You know what's kind of crazy too?
I would not have guessed that.
I thought of that for a LeBron Heat teammate. He was on the Cavs though.
So okay, because we got that answer, it was we scored 32.15, which was better than 70.7% of grids.
Okay, so how about the rule is if we run out of time, we have to turn hit mode on to put our score up, and then we'll just see what our
Okay,
best score
okay.
is. Okay.
Is this gonna clear out if I exit out of this?
I don't know, but let me just write down for week 1 that that's our best score.
Okay.
Hoops grid. Week 1. Yeah, so that was. I think we could have done better.
Yeah, me too.
32.
Oh, here's the-
15.
How do I never remember how to do the screenshot.
Control Shift 3. All right, so I guess we're gonna play I called game 2 because
I want to work.
we'll toy around with that. That one's really
Is it
fun.
command?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was, okay.
Did I said control?
What is it? Command shift what?
3,
For the freeform one.
5. There you go. Guys, we do have stuff to talk about too, but we'll get into it. I think this is just fun to toy around with for a second. We could do the Pirtle too. If we're doing all the games, but
All right. The Pirtle.
we'll do all the games. We'll usually just do hoop grids. But all right. So
Okay. What the hell? What is this?
I called game is actually really fun. It's more challenging. So there's a bunch of levels, and you have to see how good you can do throughout the whole level. So it gets harder as you go. So the first thing is a picture of Westbrook after he hit the game winner against the Nuggets on that. I think was that his 50-point triple double game.
You tell me. What are we supposed to do with this?
So you have to select the teams that played in the game. So it's really clear it's the Nuggets.
Oh,
So the Nuggets were at home. So put the
home
Thunder.
was Nugget. Wait. Home?
Oh, home was the Nuggets. This was the game Westbrook hit that crazy bank game winner
Thunder?
on the Nuggets. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's obviously right.
There's 1,000 of these. We just have to see how far we can get.
No, it's out of points.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Then
Yes.
now it's gonna ask the year. So this was 2016 or 17. I believe it was 2017.
I don't really know. So
I want 16, 17. Say 17. I know it's 16 or 17. Yeah, all right. So we got that right. This was a regular season game.
you're carrying me right now. I don't know shit about this game.
So
Head
the
coaches.
coaches it would be Mike Malone and then oh boy, who would that Thunder coach be in 2016?
They didn't have the one they have now, right?
No. This I have no idea of. Thunder coach in 2016.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Just you can. I think you can just skip.
Billy Donovan.
Oh, Billy Donovan. Okay,
I would not have guessed that, but I knew it.
I know who he is. Now I have to see how many players you can name on that were on the team. Okay, so Nuggets, Will Barton, Jamal Murray.
Did it not go?
It doesn't work sometimes. Will Barton.
Dude,
Why is it not working?
did it not? Is it not a person?
No, he was playing. Will Barton. I know he played.
Are you sure that's kind of early for him?
2016.
I don't know.
No, it's not. He was
Is it?
on. No. Type it again. Maybe it's just not working.
It's not
Okay,
working.
so I guess it's wrong. Mason Plumlee. Who else was on this Nuggets team? Who else do they have on this Nuggets team?
Was Nurkic around then?
Yeah, probably Nurkic.
No.
No.
Damn. You gotta.
Wait,
I don't know.
I need to see the picture. I don't know who's on this Nuggets team. 2016. It should be like Will Barton. Well, okay, you could do the Thunder. You could do Westbrook. Westbrook. Is this too early for Steven Adams?
I don't think so. Is that James Harden?
No, Harden was on the Rockets by now.
Doesn't that look like him right there?
I would put Steven Adams. I have no idea, dude. Jokic played in this game. 2016.
We look like such casuals right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Monte Morris?
Nope.
I have no idea who's on these teams. All right, you can just submit it.
I don't know.
This is making us look really bad.
See all players.
Yeah.
Gary Harris,
Gary
Wilson
Har-
Chandler,
Dude,
Gallinari,
I didn't think of Gary Harris.
Roy Hibbert, Juancho Hernan Gomez. I should have gotten Oladipo. Sabonis, Jeremy Grant. I would have
Ooh.
gotten maybe Oladipo, and that's it.
This was Westbrook. He hit a game winner. That was Westbrook's buzzer beater.
better than 31%. That's pretty shitty, dude.
Yeah, that's really bad.
For a basketball podcast. All right, we should do the what is it called?
Pirtle, so just Poeltl. Because it's like the...
Pirtle. All right.
All right, so we're doing the Pirtle now.
So
Guess one of eight. So who should we start with?
Juancho Hernan Gomez.
Okay.
No, Juan Toscano Anderson.
Okay. So we're starting with Juan Toscano Anderson. So this is somebody that's taller than 6'8" and
6'6", right?
6'6". I can't see.
They're a free agent.
I think it means they're not a free agent. I think that means it's wrong.
So this means they all are taller.
So they're just taller than 6'6". So
Okay,
let's get
so-
somebody really tall now. Let's just guess they're younger than 30. So let's just guess Wemby.
Oh wait, position though.
Forward, that means it's not a forward. So it's a guard.
It's not a forward.
Wait, is taller than 6'8" guard?
This is confusing me. This means they could be a center.
Okay, so
Be a center.
guess Chet. Okay, so they're older than 21. Their number is
He's on the Thunder. Is that what that means?
No. It'll be green if they are that.
Oh, okay.
And then I think
They're old. So they're older than 21.
Oh, okay, I got it. So I believe that the yellow means that they're within 2 of that. So I think they're within that age group. I haven't played this in a minute. So they're probably 6'8". I'm assuming so they're a guard then.
Like Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons is it LaMelo? I think it's LaMelo. Ooh.
How'd you get it?
Okay. We got it in 3 because
How'd you know that?
Because LaMelo, I think LaMelo is listed as like 6'9". So we guessed Chet on the Thunder, and we guessed JTA, it says 6'6", they're within 2, so I was like, okay, LaMelo's I think like 6'8". They're older than 21, their number is lower than 7, they're a guard in the East.
All right.
How many guards in the East are that tall? That are that
Yeah,
young?
That's all right.
All right, so I think I redeemed us a little bit.
Yeah.
So that was a good guess, but
Okay, that's enough for the games.
yeah, we're gonna do hoop grids every week. That's gonna be like 5 minutes though, but we just wanted to toy around with the games a little bit. Hoop grids will be a fun little like opening icebreaker for the games.
Okay, so for the first thing for this week was, we talked about high scoring games last week, and another one happened that we just missed was Luka.
Yeah,
think he
Luka
had,
went
what,
off for the
70?
most points since Kobe's 81, right?
Did he have 73?
Yep.
This was against the Hawks. They won. The Mavericks won. And it raises a bigger question, which is there a problem with defense in the NBA today? Because I saw a lot of clips online where Hawks defenders were kind of just letting him blow
I saw
by.
one clip where Luka went left and he literally had I probably could have made that layup.
Yeah. So do you think defense today is pretty weak?
I think overall in the league, yes. Obviously, there's teams who are really good defensive teams, and I think those are the teams that win you championships.
Yeah.
I
I feel like a lot of teams, especially this season, there's not a lot of like defensive, like crazy defensive teams.
Right. I would still say the Nuggets are. They don't let up a lot of like 115 plus games.
Yeah.
Do you think 60-point games are losing their value now?
A little bit.
Because we've now had what?
Tyrese Maxey just had 51 also, I think.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. And it's funny that he does that right after we talk about where does Luka need to go, because clearly he doesn't need to go anywhere.
He needs
Now
pieces around him.
it's that just confirms it for me that they just need pieces.
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious to see who's going to score or not, who's going to have the next high scoring game. Many people have brought up that Kevin Durant hasn't really had one of these games, even though he's considered one of the best scorers ever. He hasn't had like a game like this, really.
That is a good point.
He had that one game in the playoffs against the Bucks, I think, where he had like in the 50s. Would he have like 50 or 51?
Yeah, and to have that in a playoff game, that was wasn't that also an elimination game?
Yeah, that playoff series was really good. The Nets and the Bucks. Speaking of Maxey and the 76ers, did you see the Joel Embiid news?
Yeah,
He has some type of left knee meniscus issue.
So it's looking like Joel might be out for the season. It's not.
He's probably most definitely gonna not be able to be MVP worthy.
He's already ineligible
Oh, okay,
because you have to play a certain amount of games.
I think it's 65, right?
yeah, something like that. It's around that number.
65. Do you think that this rule is a good rule?
Yes, absolutely. Because I think to be a valuable player, you need to be able to play games too.
Yeah.
So I think this is
'Cause-
definitely a good rule. And would I be saying the same if this was Jokic? I probably would because
Yeah, but he also doesn't miss games ever.
right. But if he was, I probably would because like to be a valuable player, you have to be valuable to your team. You have to play games.
Yeah. I agree. I think the
So-
rule is fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good addition.
I feel like we're just blowing through these, but there's not really much to add.
Well, we have the All-Star reserves. I know you're probably
yeah, I'm
getting
gonna
to that.
save that. Another thing, the Lakers and Warriors had a game last week that went to
I would say that was game of the year.
it went to overtime, and according to what I read, it drew the largest regular season attendance in the last 4 years.
Interesting.
And it is interesting because look at the people playing in the game, Steph and LeBron,
Yeah,
and they're both at the tail end of their careers.
and they both went off. Like it was
Yeah.
it was back in like 2017.
Dude, it's just really just crazy how LeBron just still plays how he does.
Yeah. Like I know Curry, like if he keeps playing like this in the next 3 years, we can say that too.
Yeah.
But for LeBron to LeBron's very consistent too. He's
Yeah.
not really like,
He had a little bit of regression last year, and that's because his foot was injured.
and I think he got it right back this year.
Yeah, that's
Like-
yeah. It's just like he's going to be one of those players that sadly when he does retire, it's going to be on top. He's not going to be one of those players that like
Right.
his last season he averages like 6 points.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy that LeBron and Curry are still the faces of the league. And like
Yeah, and it's not going to change until they're actually out of the league.
you think the league's going to be in a little bit of trouble because all these people are going to retire around the same time.
No, absolutely not.
You don't think so?
You got to think about I mean, you have Jokic, Embiid, Tatum, Luka, Trey.
No, I know, but like those
Like-
names aren't LeBron, Kevin Durant, Steph
Wemby
Curry.
and Chet now. Shea.
Yeah.
You got to
I know.
think about this. Think about when those guys first came into the league, when that other group was retiring before them. Everyone was probably saying the same thing.
I think this is
We've just-
definitely the strongest generation, though, because you even have, I'm talking about the generation that is going to be retiring soon.
Yeah, but we don't.
Because you also have guys like Westbrook, Paul George, like the entire James Harden, like that the entire like. I know LeBron's older than them, but the guys who are in their mid to late
I know what you're
30s.
saying. Yeah, that group.
Who was before them in like the Kobe era?
There was like
There's-
Kobe, Tim Duncan.
Yeah, but there's definitely, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's definitely less
Dirk.
names.
Yeah, but you got to think about the potential for this era.
Yeah, it's up there.
Like I would say like even Giannis too. Giannis is the beginning of this era. Like this era is good. It's just these people haven't cemented themselves yet, like LeBron and Curry have.
Yeah. It's just, I also hope, because like you said,
Devin Booker.
yeah, I know. It's just, I feel like some of these guys, like, have some of these guys, like, peaked?
No, absolutely not.
You don't think any of them have?
Um,
Like, do you think Devin Booker is ever going to win a ring in Phoenix?
I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna win a ring in Phoenix. I think their only chance was 2021.
I was also going to say, like, Curry and LeBron, although they're friends, they kind of have, like, a rivalry because of the playoff series and stuff.
Yeah, and I love it because it's like it's all in the name of the game.
Yeah, I kind of hope that I feel like there's no, like, really good rivalries now.
Yeah, there's no good player rivalries. I mean, yeah, you have like Luka and Booker, and you have Jokic and Embiid, but like,
Yeah, but
when was the last time Embiid's played a game in Denver?
Yeah, it's been like 5 years, right?
Yeah, the Sixers got fined big money amount due to them not listing him on the injury report.
Yeah. And also speaking of those names and just popularity, I have a list of the top 15 selling jerseys from this season.
Oh, I saw that the other day.
I saved it so we can
Yeah,
talk about
let's go over
it.
the
So,
list.
do you know who number 1 is?
Wait, was it? I don't remember. It was LeBron, right? Or Wemby?
One
It
is
was one of those people, right?
Curry.
Curry. Okay.
Curry is number 1. 2 is not LeBron or Wemby. Do you want to guess or do you want me to tell you?
2. It's not LeBron or Wemby. Trying to think here. Who would it be? See, I'm thinking because I saw a list of the top 5 most followed players on Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't know.
2 is Tatum.
Okay. Yeah.
3 is LeBron.
Yeah.
4 is Wemby. 5 is Giannis.
Yeah.
6 is Luka. 7's Devin Booker, which is a little surprising to me.
Jokic falls to what, like 11? He's not on the list.
He's lower than 11.
Where is he? 14.
14, yeah.
I knew he was in that bottom 5.
Devin Booker at 7 is kind of crazy because he's right above Kevin Durant at 8.
That's
And then
interesting.
I think 9 is the most shocking on the entire list. 9 is Tyrese Maxey,
Really?
who's above Embiid.
But for Maxey to be in the top 15 at all is actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's Maxey and then Damian Lillard, which is understandable, John Morant, and then Embiid at 12. LaMelo at 13, which is a little not really surprising. He's popular.
No, that's not surprising at all, actually.
Jokic at 15, and then another kind of surprising one is De'Aaron Fox at 15. But they love those Kings fans are.
Jokic at 14?
Yeah.
Okay, you said 15.
Oh no.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
Jokic
yeah.
14, Fox 15.
Fox 15. I was thinking 15.
No, those Kings fans are crazy, but
Tyrese Maxey at 9 is like good for him.
no, yeah, that's actually a really shocking name to be on that list.
Just to see his name, like he's surrounded by Kevin Durant and Damian Lillard.
Yeah, Maxey's good though.
Yeah.
He's came out of nowhere. Anthony Edwards. I'm trying to think of all these like players now that are in the next generation.
Yeah.
I think the league's in really good hands actually. Halliburton.
Do you think Zion is like
I don't know.
done?
Man.
Not done. Okay, let me not say done, but like, do you think
I think he might have peaked.
Do you think it's one of those? I know we talk about this every week, but a situation of he needs a change of scenery in a different system. Maybe, just maybe.
I don't know.
He also can't stay healthy, which sucks.
Yeah, I don't know how that just happens. Like,
I have to find. I liked a bunch of things that I wanted to talk about. I just gotta find them.
so
There was also the little trade that happened the other day.
Steven Adams for Oladipo.
Yeah, and like
That trade doesn't have any implications for this season, but I think next season that'll be good for the Rockets.
if they stick with it, it was like I think it was like a money thing.
Yeah, so I have something to bring up, and you're really not gonna like what I have to say.
It was also 3 second-round picks that went to. The Grizzlies traded Steven Adams and they got Oladipo in 3 second-round picks.
Okay.
Okay, so that's all.
So what I have to say is you're not gonna like it. But I've done a lot of thinking this week, and I've accepted and also am agreeing with the fact, and you're not gonna like this. I think that the Heat need to move on from Jimmy Butler. And I'll tell you why. But I want you to tell me your initial reaction first.
He's not the player that I would say they need to move on from.
And I want to start this by saying that I initially saw this take that had me thinking, and it was from Kendrick Perkins. And I gotta say, I do not like Kendrick Perkins, but he said some things that I agree with. And you have a young Heat team right now with an aging Jimmy Butler who has not been able to get it done. And since the bubble, he has had opportunity after opportunity, and he has not been able to get it done with Tyler Hero, Bam, Duncan. Now you're bringing Hawkins and Terry, and Jimmy Butler has not had what it takes. So
Dude, this is crazy.
Hold on.
This is crazy, dude. I don't even know. Go ahead.
So at this point, I think you need to take a transition year, and you need to get something for Jimmy Butler, someone younger. Because at this point, he's not getting any younger. And I just don't think that Jimmy Butler is the answer. He hasn't proven himself to be it yet.
I can't tell if you're trolling or not.
I'm not trolling.
Dude, he's the only reason they've made these runs that they've made.
But he can't finish the job.
Look who, okay.
So at this point in his career, I think it's too late. Yes, they had their chances, but I think at this point, after not being able to get it done, I think it's too late for him now.
Why is it all on him, though?
Well, Jimmy Butler is their star player.
Yeah, but
I didn't say they just need to move on from him, but I don't think they need to go into a full rebuild.
one star player, unless you consider Bam a star player, which he won, not won, he made the All-Star game for a third time. So, but, dude, look who he's had around him. Jimmy
Right,
Butler.
but at this point, you have a young team, and you need to. I don't think.
Not really, though.
Tyler, Bam, they're young. Jaquez, Terry's, how old is
He's
Terry?
30.
He's in his 30s.
Yeah.
Um,
Kevin Love's not getting any younger.
right. So I think they need to move on from a couple of people, and I think that the Heat need a reset, not a rebuild, but I think that they need a reset, a fresh start.
I don't think Jimmy Butler is going to go anywhere. That his chances are going to be better. And the Heat aren't going to get anybody that's better than him. That fits that group better. Like, where's Jimmy Butler going to go that his chances of getting a ring are better? That a team is not going to have to give up a lot of pieces to get
Do
him.
you think that this year, if they traded Jimmy Butler for Dame, that it would have been better for the Heat?
No.
Because I think so.
Dude,
The Heat are what?
think about how small that team is then.
But Jimmy Butler doesn't play big. Jimmy Butler plays like a guard at a forward position.
He plays bigger than a guard, though. He plays bigger than, like, I'm trying not to be a biased Heat fan,
Because
but I really don't
the
agree.
Heat are falling. When was the last time? What, in 2022 they were a 1 seed?
Yeah.
And they went out in the conference finals. They're falling in that play-in spot every year, and they're just back there again.
Yeah, but
Something has to change.
how much does the regular season matter?
I mean,
If they make conference finals or finals almost every year, they got swept the 1 year. And that's because they were coming off the bubble season. And again, their team was injured all year, which it has been the past 4 years.
I think the regular season matters, though, because if you're not able to get the job done, no matter how far you're going.
Yeah, but 29 teams aren't able to get the job done.
Right, but like that's not okay. Just because 28 other teams aren't going to get the job done, one team is, doesn't make the Heat any that's not an excuse. Like,
I don't think you just move a playoff performer like Jimmy just like that, though.
but what happens when he does have to retire and you have nobody waiting? What happens when Jimmy Butler retires in 4 years?
And he's 34 or 35.
Right.
So 4 or 5 years.
Right. What happens because you're not going to have anybody. You're not going to tank and fall to the 16 seed and get
No,
or the 15 seed and get a first overall pick.
The Heat have built their entire roster through their system and drafting. Like, Bam was not a number 1 pick. Tyler
Right.
was not a number 1
And
pick.
I understand that, but
Jaquez was what, like 17?
right, but your team is built around Jimmy, right? And Jimmy is not getting any younger, and you guys want to win a championship. I think that you have
Jimmy. It's the fact that we want to win a championship with Jimmy.
okay.
It's not like the Heat are chasing their
Here's what I'm
first
gonna say.
championship.
Maybe not this season. They need to move on from Jimmy, but I think that within the next 2 years, or for the next 2 years, your mentality is championship or bust. Meaning that if you guys don't win a championship by the time that Jimmy retires, you're gonna have to go into some sort of rebuild, even if it's a year rebuild, some sort of reset. Because once Jimmy Butler's gone, you don't have anything waiting for you. You don't. Tyler Hero can't carry a team to a championship. Bam Adebayo, there's only 2 centers in the league right now that can carry a team to a championship, and only one of them has proven that. Bam Adebayo
Yeah, but
is
it's not like our team is like. It's not like the Heat like. The Heat are never going to be a team like the Pistons.
right,
They
but
might be a middle of the road team during the regular season, but the Heat is the type of team where even if we lose Jimmy, a young player such as maybe an Anthony Edwards, it's going to draw players like that
right,
to
but
their team.
when do you need to make that move? How long do you wait? That's what I'm trying to get at. How
I
long do
don't.
you wait until you make that move? Because no matter what, in the next 6 years, it's coming, right?
What, Jimmy Butler's retiring?
That move, right? He's either going to get traded in his old age, he's going to retire,
He's gonna retire.
whatever.
He's gonna
Yeah,
retire Heat,
Jimmy Butler's going to retire in the Heat,
and I'm fine with that.
right? But when do you make that move? When do you send your two first round picks to get somebody to play with Jimmy Butler when he's 38 years old, knowing that he's going to retire and he's your next star?
It should be. They really should be doing it
Okay,
now.
so instead of saying moving on from Jimmy Butler, I think they need to move on from him as your championship win condition.
Well, he can't be the only, because honestly, there's not really a solid two on our team.
Right. So
okay. No discredit to Bam, but Bam does way more than he should have to every night, because he has to be the defensive anchor, and a lot of times he runs the offense as the center. The
Right.
offense runs through him.
So okay, maybe I take back my words a little bit. Maybe instead of saying that Jimmy Butler you need to move on from him, you need to move on from him as your first option.
okay, I'm fine with that.
Even if it's a 1A 1B type thing.
I would say if we traded Tyler at this point, I wouldn't be heartbroken over it.
What I'm trying to get at overall is something needs to change on your team drastically, because at this point these little moves like getting Terry or something, yes, that might be a nice move, but it's not going to cut it. You guys need to make a big move. And it needs to be within the next 2 years. Because if you guys don't make a big move and you guys just ride this out, picking up mid first round picks, middle of the pack first round picks, and getting these Terry Rozier trades and these G Leaguers or whatever, you're not winning a championship. Your team's not getting any younger. So you guys need to make a big move, whether that be, Anthony Edwards is not going anywhere.
No, I'm just
Devin
saying,
Booker would be
players
a great addition to the Heat.
Yeah. It's just the front office that needs to pull the trigger, because think about the names that we've had in rumors: Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard,
DeJounte Murray.
Yeah.
And you
Bradley
end up with Kyle Lowry and Terry Rozier as your two biggest pickups in the past what? In the past
10 years.
Besides Jimmy Butler, right?
Yeah, not 10, but
Jimmy
5.
Jimmy Butler's been your biggest pickup since LeBron.
Yeah.
So you something has to change with you guys, and so maybe not, Jimmy needs to be gone, but you need to pick someone up who possibly can be the first option in a playoff series.
Well, who would that? Okay, the Heat definitely don't have a big three.
Right.
Because people say that, and I'm like, I don't want to disrespect Tyler Hero or discredit him, but I think he's still figuring himself out.
Right, and I also think that if you're gonna have a big three with Jimmy and Bam as two of the three, I think that third needs to be the first option.
It should have been Dame.
You're right.
It could have been Dame, and it would have been perfect.
It probably should have been Tyler and Duncan and some picks or something like that.
Okay, we would have probably had to trade Jaquez and Duncan, so something like that, which is a lot of our future.
Devin Booker would be great.
Yeah, we definitely need a player like that to get us over the hump. I agree. I don't agree with,
if you're in your championship or bust mentality for the next 3 years, Kyrie Irving's an option.
Yeah. But he's also, what is he, 30? He's the same age as Jimmy Butler.
Right,
much.
But I'm saying if you have that, if you're as a team if you're building a team like almost like the Warriors did in 2017, they built that team to win a championship now. The Thunder didn't necessarily build this team to win a championship now. They built it for the next 5 years, right?
Yeah.
But the Heat at this point, they're in such a weird spot where they need to make a decision of what they're going to do. Are they going to take a step back these next 2 seasons and float at that 8 seed and build yourself for the next 5 years? Or are they going to make that decision and say, hey, we are a championship now team or bust in the next 2-3 years? Because that window is closing, and it's closing quick.
I don't see them making a big move before the trade deadline, but I could be wrong, because what's out there?
See, this is a very similar situation in hockey. I'm a Penguins fan, and I watched this happen with the Penguins. We had Crosby and Malkin. We won championships with them, and we didn't make any moves. So now have these old guys on our team who are going to be retiring in the next 2 years, and there's nothing we can do, and we're going to probably be one of the worst teams in the league once they go, because you don't have anybody. We let them ride it out.
That's the thing. We still have It's not like our team is shit without Jimmy.
Right, but without Jimmy, your team is not. You're not contenders because you guys.
No, but we're not going to be like a Wizards or like a Pistons.
Right, but and no matter how harsh it is, you guys are barely contenders with Jimmy. Even if you guys went to the finals last year, it wasn't like
you can't really say that though, because they've always had. There was that one year that they got swept, but they've always had postseason success. Their name's always in the mix, whether the media wants to admit it or not.
Did you guys have a chance against Denver last year? Be honest. Going into that series, did you have any confidence?
I don't want to say a 0% chance, but I was pretty confident that Denver was going to win.
Right. Going into that series against the Lakers,
I was more.
I know you're more
that.
confident, but it's
And our
also
team was
the
also
same
injured.
thing.
We were missing Dragic, and Bam didn't play in every game.
That's true. The bubble was a very weird
That
year.
might have been our best chance, because we also Dragic was pretty nasty back then. Still,
Would you guys have beat that Warriors team in 2023 or 2022?
we would have had a good chance.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I just feel like the Heat are they are one big move away from taking that step that gets them right to being able to push them over the hump of actually getting it done. Because here's what I'm saying. I'm saying right now, I don't think they have what it takes to get over that hump.
Which is what, winning the championship?
Yeah. I think they need to make a big move in the next
I can't
2
argue.
years.
I can't argue with that because they haven't.
So maybe my initial statement was a too drastic, but I think a refined statement of saying you need to make a move to get that 1A 1B duo with Jimmy definitely needs to be done. And if that means getting rid of Tyler or getting rid of Duncan and some other bench players and draft picks,
yeah,
I think you have to do it.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't say no.
I don't think DeJounte Murray was your answer for a championship.
No, but he definitely would have been.
Is Trae Young on the trade block? I think there might be talks of it. Trae Young would be great for your team, I feel.
Yeah, it's just the defense that worries me. But also,
Yeah, you still have Bam and Jimmy though, and you have Haywood Highsmith, Jaquez. He always been a good defensive team. I think Tyler Hero for Trae Young's not that much of a defensive trade.
Why would the Hawks do that? Unless
the Hawks might want to go into a rebuild, and they would take your picks. You know.
Yeah, I think the Hawks are in a similar place to the Heat.
Yeah, you guys are very similar teams right now.
Yeah.
Not being able to push into that 4-4-3 seeding.
There's a lot of teams like that. The Knicks have surprised me lately.
Yeah.
The Knicks look good, and I hate to say that because I don't want to say the Heat and the Knicks have a little rivalry, but Knicks fans sometimes get.
I feel that rivalry is a little forced by the media.
I think the Celtics and Heat one is pretty legit.
That one's legit, but I think Knicks Heat is a little forced.
We have reserves to talk about real quick.
Yeah. I want to say I think right now if I had to realistically make a pick for the championship, I would have to pick Clippers Knicks.
You think the Knicks would beat the Celtics?
I mean, right now this Clippers team is hot. If they
the Knicks,
yeah,
you said Clippers.
I mean both, but
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
I meant the Knicks.
I don't know, dude. As much as I know I'm not a Celtics fan, but I can't deny that their team like
the Celtics have what it takes though.
I would be scared if they don't with this team, if they don't at least make the finals. What does that do for like Tatum and Brown?
Yeah, I still find it hard. This is with little bias, probably a decent amount of bias actually, but to bet against the fully healthy Nuggets, it's really hard to bet against them still.
The only thing that worries me about the Nuggets team is their bench depth is not as good as it was. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying
that's arguable though, because
you lost
last year during the playoffs. Yes, we had Bruce Brown, we had Christian Brown, we had Reggie Jackson.
Like I know you don't really play like deep bench in the playoffs,
right? We played an 8-man, 9-man, 8-man really in the playoffs last year, but I think by the time we get to the playoffs, we're gonna be back to where we were, maybe even better. Reggie Jackson is actually putting up better numbers than Bruce Brown was last year. Christian Brown is doing what he did last year, and now you have Peyton Watson in that like 8 spot, and he's really like came out as a really good defender and a really good 3-and-D player.
Well, those are the type of guys you need for championship teams.
So I mean, that Nuggets team got hot last year, and they just rode the wave. We swept the like. I don't think any team last year could have beat that Nuggets team.
Do you see any of those LeBron trade rumors?
LeBron trade rumors?
Yeah. Some guy who has like broken a bunch of news about like the Clippers and stuff in the past tweeted something about like LeBron like what's his name, Rob Pelinka or whatever,
Yeah,
looking for a trade for LeBron, but apparently his agent came out and said it's not true. So I don't know.
that's so weird.
Yeah, I have the All-Star reserves here.
Yeah, so we have the start with the East here. We have
Oh, you got it.
I'll do the East.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, Bam Adebayo, Julius Randle, Tyrese Maxey, and Paolo.
It's a pretty good list. I think a big snub was Trae Young, and I think the only reason he got snubbed is because of their record.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler also.
Oh, also breaking news 4 hours ago: Zach LaVine's season is over. Season ending.
Yeah, the
foot
Bulls.
surgery.
The Bulls need to blow it up. I'm sorry.
The Nets. Also, sorry, I'm just seeing this. The Nets reportedly received multiple offers of 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges.
Is he worth that?
No.
He is the type of player for the Heat.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be a star in the Heat, but like I said, I think we said this like 2 weeks ago. He's the type of player that would really like help them.
Yeah.
I forgot who else got snubbed. Well, I don't know if it's a snub, but just left off. But Trae Young getting left off is pretty questionable. But then, who would you put him over? Like
I mean,
Julius Randle?
maybe. I mean, how is Paolo's numbers? Donovan
They're
Mitchell.
pretty good.
How's Donovan Mitchell's numbers?
They're all pretty good. I only say Randle because
I mean, Randall would be the only.
Brunson is like,
Randall would be the only guy, but like,
some people argue Bam, but like, Bam's numbers are really good this year.
I don't think so. I mean, I just think it's one of those cases where there's just not enough room.
Well, I think Randall's injured, so he's gonna be replaced.
So it would be Trae Young, but
Kristaps Porzingis was also talked about.
I don't think so.
I can't believe Celtics fans wanted Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Porzingis, and Derek White.
Yeah, what the
I'm sorry.
Come on.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm actually a fan of the Celtics team this year, despite not liking their team. But Derek White is not an All-Star this year.
Can you explain? I know what you mean, but can you explain what you mean by that?
What do you mean?
To the, you just said I'm a fan of the Celtics team despite not liking their team. I know what you mean by that, but can you?
I don't like the Celtics franchise too much,
but
but
the actual people on the team. I know what you're
yes,
saying.
their roster, I know I just said they have no bench, but
Their roster is respectable. Like Derek White, I like.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, but it came off as like.
there's a couple players I don't really like, but I like how they constructed their roster.
Yeah,
With
Drew Holiday.
The top of it, yeah. I like Drew Holiday. I like Tatum. Porzingis is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you want to do it?
Yeah, just the rest.
The West is Kawhi, which kind of surprised me. I don't know why, but it did. Kawhi, Anthony Davis, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Steph Curry as a reserve, Paul George, and Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, so immediately I don't think Cat's an all-star. I also don't think Anthony Davis is.
Anthony Davis's numbers are good.
I'm still salty that Jamal Murray got robbed.
Yeah.
This is year after year. Jamal Murray is now the best player in the league to never be an all-star.
Yeah,
I don't think you can deny that. His numbers have been crazy this year, and he's second option on a championship team, right? So I don't understand how he's not an all-star. It's very like disrespectful at this point, but
seeing Paul George and Kawhi was surprising.
yeah.
James Harden is not on there.
Harden, I mean, I don't think Westbrook's an all-star.
No.
I think he's definitely very, very valuable to that team. He might be the most valuable person on that team, but I don't think he's,
Joel Embiid is probably going to be replaced. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
Some people saying Wemby should have made it. He will. He'll make plenty.
I think Wemby will start his streak next year. I don't think he'll.
Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox didn't make anything.
Sabonis is the biggest snub. Sabonis should have been over Cat.
I think De'Aaron Fox, arguably, too.
That's
either one really. Yeah, I'm just reading the comments. Everyone's saying Sabonis and Fox were snubbed.
I seen one comment here that says Jimmy Butler was snubbed.
I mean, it's a case of too many players and not enough spots.
The East is really like stacked.
Some people saying Şengün from the Rockets, but he's one of those guys that will make it plenty of times in his life. Same with Wemby. He'll be on there, I'm sure. I'm not mad at the All Stars though. There's no like. I mean, like, remember last year when Wiggins made it,
Yeah.
and it was like, what the hell? I mean, not what the hell, but like, there could have been some better picks than him.
Yeah.
Like, they're pretty good this year.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there needs to be like 4 more All-Star slots overall. I'm most excited for the Curry versus I don't know how to say
Oh yeah, the 3-point thing.
Ionescu.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like the 3-point thing.
Sabrina Ionescu. I don't know how to say her last name, but I'll just say Sabrina. She said she'll shoot from the NBA line. They were gonna do everybody.
really?
They both shoot from their respective lines, but she said she'll shoot from the NBA line.
Okay.
She broke the record for the most threes made in a 3-point contest ever, not just in the WNBA last year.
Really?
Yeah, I think she went 25 for 27 or something. Yeah, she went 25 for 27 because they have the 25 shots and then the 2 deep shots.
Mhm.
She only missed 2. That's crazy.
Only missing 2 is ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm excited to see this, but I want to see Curry win. But
What if Curry loses?
he might. I
He'll
mean,
get clowned on
he
Twitter.
very well could.
I know.
I'm excited to see that. I'm actually excited for the All-Star this year. It's back to East versus West. I wonder if there's going to be any like.
Oh, so there's no like picking then?
No.
Okay, I like that.
That's all we have for this week, right?
We covered a lot. We're
Yeah.
almost an hour in.
So we'll be back next week with whatever news we have. All-Star soon. We'll see if anybody gets named replacements. If anybody scores 80 this week.
I was
Yeah.
thinking once we get later into the season, like we can do episodes of like game like when the playoffs start, we'll do like reacting to the games and like
Yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah. All right. So we'll see you guys Sundays now. So Sunday, next week then. All right.